Man, what is good? What is good, YouTube? Let's get it cracking. It's been too long since we've been making videos. So today we got a dope comparison for you guys. Some of you guys might know what it is already, right in there. We're gonna go ahead and get the hood popped. I'll get this stuff taken out. I'll show you exactly what we're working with. This is probably gonna be the first of like a two-part video because after I get that part installed, I've got another part I'm about to get installed on here. Hold up, we got the color off. So anyways, we're gonna get some stuff taken off of here. We'll get straight to it. We got another box over there. Let's get it. Oh, also too, still got the E85 set up on here, but as you can see, I've got all the sensors plugged off. I still have not actually put E85 in here. I wanted to run it around like this for a while, make sure everything ran good. I haven't had any issues whatsoever, so that'll definitely be coming up where we're putting E85 in the car. I kind of just been holding off of that stuff because I got these parts like 2-3 months ago at this point, but for those of you that don't know, I just had a baby girl. She'll be 2 months in less than a week, so shout out to her. I freaking love her. My whole life's been wrapped up in that, you guys. I've been taking care of her. That's my #1 priority. Now I'm starting to get a little bit more free time. She's not quite as needy, so now I get to take care of my other baby. Let's get it. This is the last one we need to get installed. You guys see the sticker right there. Most of you know about it already. We drove all the way out to Nevada to go to the Summit, to go to like the Summit's part store, whatever the hell you call it, the Summit store. That was a dope video. Y'all go check that out. That'll probably be next video. So what we're working with in here, obviously you can see it's GM certified equipment. Get this out the way. I went ahead and picked up the LT5 throttle body. So for those of you that don't know, the LT5 throttle body is the throttle body that is on the ZR1s. It is a 95mm, the stock throttle body on a ZL1, and the SS's are only 87. This thing doesn't really need porting. As you can see, there's not really much of a lip. Everyone says porting is pretty minimal on this, so I'm not even gonna bother on this one. Just gonna put it on how it is, but this doesn't bolt directly up to it. You have to get an adapter plate. I had one of these delivered. When it showed up, I had nicks and scrapes and all kinds of stuff in there, so I had to send it back out. I think this is Mike from Solar Performance. Yeah, this is Solar Performance, so I sent it right back out. They shipped me out another one. Didn't have a bunch of nicks in it, so shout out to Mike over there at Solar, took care of me real good. This is the little screws and bolts I need to get everything installed. And let's start getting everything off. We're gonna compare these two. I'll show you how it hooks up with the adapter. I'm not gonna bore you guys with this stuff. It's all pretty straightforward. We need to get this air intake taken off so that we can get to the throttle body there. Also, I need to change where I've got the ground connection for my setup for the E85 sensor. We'll be getting to that today. Some of you guys might remember that from the last video. And let's go.
Piling paper, got them talking nice to me. Down the bottle, it be going right through me. Brown baby, down to take a flight to me. They think that I'm stunting, but it's slight to me.
To get the stock one off, it's just 4 10mm bolts here. Make sure you disconnect the throttle body. Little harness there. Slide that ground off of there, and there she is. You can see how much bigger the step in is on these. Let's compare it. I hope you guys can see, but here they are. You can even clearly see just from outside edge to outside edge, it's significantly bigger than this one. The step in is not nearly as dramatic. It's even smoother. You can see this one is actually angled here as it goes in. I hope the camera's picking that up. And then this one really has a step in. And now, like I was saying, you guys, the bolt patterns are actually different. You can kind of tell there. They're not quite the same. So if you get this LT5, you need an adapter plate. Otherwise, it will not bolt up directly to your LT4 or your LT1. And I also highly suggest running a tune if you're going to run this. Again, here's the adapter plate. I'll show you guys how this goes on, and then we will get this throttle body put on. I mean, it's a direct replacement as long as you have the adapter. So it looks like it's got shorter ones here, right there. These are gonna be the ones that go on the adapter plate directly onto the supercharger. So the little bolt actually sinks down into this hole. That way it sits flush, and it won't interfere with the throttle body at all. They have got their brand across the top here. No offense to them. Flip it upside down. I personally want things to try to look as OEM as possible. A little bit of dirt on here. I'm gonna make sure we got a good seal. I didn't replace the seal. I've only got 7,000 miles on my car. I don't think it's much of an issue. And what this does is it actually rotates the throttle body clockwise just a little bit. Something to remember, guys, whenever you're working on an engine block or basically anything really. Always start stuff with your hands, make sure it goes in there smoothly, because if you cross thread something on the block, you're screwed. Gotta do a quick voiceover because I forgot to mention it, but another huge benefit of this throttle body plate adapter is that it has a tapered edge or a beveled edge. So the 95mm throttle body outlet is larger than the inlet of the snout of the supercharger, so make sure you guys get one that has a tapered edge. Same thing if you have an LT1 going into the intake, you need the tapered edge. And when I was looking, Solar had about the nicest quality adapter plate that had that tapered edge, and in my opinion that was a must because I want a smooth transition going between the supercharger and the throttle body. All right, that's on there good. The adapter plate has its own little silicone gasket there, so I don't need to worry about that for the throttle body. So real quick, for those of you that are interested, the ground wire for my E85 sensor, in that video I didn't show you where to properly ground it. I just grounded it on the throttle body. Anyways, did it down here on the block, like right on top of the head right there. That bolt right there, you can see the little pink thing, red thing sticking off. That's where it's at. Super quick process, you guys. I mean, I've only been out here 30 minutes maybe, if that.
I done cracked the code, yeah, I'm a hacker now. Gotta let them see it, I went back around.
Alright, you guys, so we just got the 95mm installed and looks super clean. You can clearly see how much bigger it is. I think it still looks pretty OEM, even though this one is like a little bit shiny here, the adapter plate. I don't think that it actually stands out that much. Once we get the cold air intake and everything installed back on here, I really think it's just gonna disappear. We got the sensor. Oh, we don't got it plugged in. Let me make sure I get that plugged in. Got my sensor plugged in. Again, there's that ground wire down there. So I'll check back in with you guys once I kind of got everything put back on, because the rest of this video is for the next video. Extremely happy with this, hoping to pick up some good games. You guys know we'll be tuning here pretty soon. So let's get it. Your boy finally getting some free time. So hyped to be getting back out here. Y'all see me all decked out. We going to the Super Bowl again this year, y'all. Let's go. Stamp that. I'm gonna get to the next video. I'm out for this one, y'all. Peace.